All right, we got a little something from the Monster Hunter YouTube channel. They just released some some videos for Monster Hunter Wilds, some short little ones, but there is a lot of stuff in there. So I just want to quickly go through them and see what's up. Basic mechanics. So hunters have two weapon states: sheathed and drawn. Yep. When your weapon is sheathed, you can move faster and use items. I mean, I think this so far it's like they're catering to like new people, which is fine. Got this long potion drink. So if I can remember from Monster Hunter World, I think you would take upon drinking like a regular, like, what was it, a mega potion. Um, you get like a little chunk of XP at the start, and oh wait, no, was that Rise? I think there was Rise. You get like a chunk of health, and then it's like a heal over time. So this one, it's a long animation. If you do anything besides let this animation play out, it stops the heal. Cool. And it's like all the sounds are the same too, so that's nice. When your weapon is drawn, your movement is limited, but your weapon can be used to attack. All right. And you see, like, they got a little weapon charm right there, so that's cool. Got the tackle. Oh, and actually, if you look close, there's a little face animation in there. That's pretty cool. He's got his mouth wide open, like, ah. That's pretty cool. A secret. Sacred secret. Secret is a creature that can be mounted, providing you with a means of travel. All right. So you hit up the whistle. He just comes and gets you. All right. And look at this. We see the quest begin. Little, I don't know, icon. And then over here, you see how far away the monster is. All right. So that's cool. And then right here, you see where exactly what zone you're in. And yeah, I mean, so far, like, you look at the zone, it looks pretty cool, man. It can guide you. Okay, so it can guide you automatically to the target monster for your current quest. So maybe they kind of kept that, what do you call it? That mechanic in Monster Hunter World. What was it? It kind of acted as like a taxi, like a World of Warcraft pay for the flight master type of deal, where you summon it and you you can target a monster and then you just let the thing go. So that's cool. Hopefully you'll have like some manual, what do you call it? Some manual like driving around in the sacred. And also, I'm covering this up. This is the map. It's like a circle. You see that you got an icon over there, and then you got a little icon right there. All right. And like you can look at the like all of this down here, and it's like, what is this? Is this a camp? You have like some herbs. You have some mining nodes. You got like the blue mushroom. You have like a little slinger patch. You got a gold beetle. Probably a smoke nut right there. Um, Maybe like another little gatherable right there. So yeah, pretty cool. Oh, actually, oh shit, you didn't see this. This is not a top-down map. Here, let me go back a little bit and look at the map. The map is kind of slanted, like a Google map type of deal. It's not like perfectly top down. It's kind of like angled. So here, let me me go it again. You see how it's like a yellow oval right here? Watch the map. See when the map moves? How it's like it's at an angle. Okay. And then you have you have the firefly bugs or whatever, the scout flies. All right, you got your target monster right there. Ooh, he gonna come out swinging. While mounted, you can recover your health. Cool. Sharpen your weapon. And gather useful hunting items and materials. All from the comfiness of your mount. And you'll be given, and you'll even gain the ability to switch between a primary and secondary weapon. Hell yeah. I love it. I kind of want to, I'm curious, like, at least in North America, one of the popular weapons has always been, that it's always been on top, is longsword. That's usually what's on top, but, you know, this is a game where you can just hop in and hop out of any weapon you want. I'm kind of curious. I want to hear what, like, people, like, what 2 weapon types people want to go into this game with, just as, like, the first one. For me personally, I think I want to do like dual blade and heavy and like light bowgun. If they keep like the light and heavy bowgun, or maybe they'll just make it a bowgun and make it entirely customizable. So that is my plan, to do dual blade bowgun or light bowgun. Yeah. So I want to hear what some of you guys like plan on doing. Got this cool animation. And they're bringing back the slanger. Banging and slanging. The slinger is standard equipment for any hunter. All right. It allows you to fire various types of ammo that you can gather in the environment. Yep. You can see it's loaded on there. You got the flash pod. And then you see like the little sparks above the monster's head. It seems like they're going for like a slightly more realistic approach, because in Monster Hunter World, like the little sparks would be a little more spratey. Like they would be just like sprites. I mean, they're still sprites, but they're like, I don't know, they just look different. Use the hook slinger to gather items from a distance. All right, so maybe this is just, I don't know if there's a difference between hook slinger and just regular slinger. Maybe it's just like all baked into one thing. So that's cool. You can gather stuff from a distance. Woo! So you guys got no excuse to be passing up items. And then you got the auto craft built in. So you just hook an herb, auto craft it, start slamming. Or interact with the environment. This is actually pretty cool. And I'm kind of curious to know like the distance, like the max distance on this thing. Or maybe there's like a min distance. Hopefully there's not like a min distance, maybe. But this, I think, like the max distance thing, hopefully it's not too far so you can like cheese fights. Hopefully it's something reasonable to keep you in that boxing range with the monster. I mean, my argument for that would be you don't want it too far, because it essentially just like what do you call it? It nullifies like any difficulty of the fight if you can be like so far from a monster and just drop a rock on his dome and just start the fight off, and he's like sitting there reeling on the ground. I would probably prefer this thing to be like within like boxing distance. So if you're in like within the range, whatever it is, the monster should be able to at least, wind up and like attack, be within like an attacking range of you, because that'll teach players, how to the geometry of monsters' attacks, learn the geometry of your own attacks, learn what you can get away with, what you cannot get away with. You can even use the hook slinger while riding your secret. I don't know. Sacred. That's pretty cool. All right, wish list now. Woohoo! All right, that was number 1. So number 2, focus mode. Okay, focus mode allows you to carefully aim your attacks or guards. So this is kind of cool. So you hit your focus button, and you got these 3 little icons that pop up. And so I would guess this is like a manual aim type of deal. Oh, look at this. You have this whole 180-degree turn. But hopefully there's like they keep that setting in the game where you can mess with like your controller speed. I would advise most players to, when you get into the settings, and you mess with the camera speed. It took me a little while, but every time I would bump up the speed, the game felt better for me. So what I learned is, upon starting the game, just max that bitch out. Put that shit on, put max or very fast on camera speed. So I'm not sure if the turning radius speed is dictated by your camera speed. Hopefully it is. If it's not, no big deal. But that's very cool, because what you ended up having to do in Monster Hunter World was some moves set you in place to do the attack, and then other moves you could kind of influence them, and it would be like a cone of influence. So you could kind of aim your move a little bit. It wouldn't have to be like a 12 o'clock. It could be at like 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock or even 9 o'clock. But focus mode just fixes all of that. So it takes the guesswork of trying to figure out, oh, is the monster within range of this move? Do I have to like not do the move and just turn my character and then do the move? With focus mode, it's just aim there. All right. Oh, we got sword and shield action. Woo! Attacks or guards you perform in focus mode will be directed where the camera is facing. All right, that's pretty cool. And look at all the sword and shield moves. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what was that move? Did you see this little shuffle SNS did? Look at the shuffle. He did like a little stutter step. There's so much mobility. Dang, I might be having to switch fucking dual blade and to fucking SNS, man. Ooh. Attacks or guards you perform in focus mode will be directed where the camera is facing. Okay, yeah. Guard, great sword guard. Using focus mode will highlight. Oh wait, what was this? I missed one. While hunting, attacking the same parts of a monster continuously may create wounds on that body part. So you just saw him attack, and there's a little wound right there. Using focus mode will highlight the wounds. Okay. So I don't know if this like little fade out thing is gonna be like, it's probably fine. So you see the little sparks coming out the wound. So this is probably an attempt to try to keep the concept of the weakening that they did in Iceborne with Clutch Claw and like the weakened zones. So I'm gonna have to see like how much damage this thing does. But conceptually, this is fine, provided they do not like fucking buff the shit out of the monster's health like they did in Iceborne. Like some of the monsters were like 2 and 3 times the normal health of like the world monsters. It was like ridiculous. Like you had to weaken monster parts. You had to attack the weakened zones just to be able to do the hunt in the same amount of time. And it was like, hey, it's annoying. Okay. But this could show promise. Yep. See the sparks. Attacks to wounds will deal more damage than normal. Okay, yep. So hit him with a 55. So his chin or something is like wounded. Ooh, 68 crit. Ooh. Did they keep the same mechanic? What do you call it? In World Iceborne? That if you attack a weakened spot, it's the attack just auto crits, or was it just like a way increased chance of critting? So these little like little lines or whatever, the dots, this indicates that you just hit a crit. So I would like to know if it is always a crit when you hit a wounded part, or I would like to see the number when you don't crit, or whatever. I'm nitpicking, but so far we got 55, 68. So that's like what? About what percent would that be? About somewhere between 10 and 20%, something like that. Somewhere between 10 and 20% increase. Okay, that's fair. So hopefully it's not a requirement to, always be hitting the zones, the wounded zones. For newer players, because it's just harder for newer players to like hit the same spot over and over again. But all right, this is not that bad. Focus mode will also highlight any weak points that the monster has exposed. Oh, okay. So you focus mode and you see all the sparks coming out. What is this, his tongue? So it's like, if you can hit his tongue, that's a weak point. Or, okay. Yeah, that's his tongue. How are you supposed to hit that? I mean, I guess you just walk up and hit it. Yeah, but usually monsters' tongues aren't really like out too often. So so what? There's like a tiered system of like you're hitting like I would assume that they're gonna keep like the same style of formula to get the numbers. You have a hit zone value for the arms, the head, or like the forearms, the rear legs, maybe a tail if a monster has one, and maybe the back, or maybe the underbelly is like a all separate hit zone with all separate hit zone values. And then they're going to introduce this new zone that some monsters can have, where it's just an incredible weakness. Let's say if you hit the tongue, the what do you call it? Your attack will do like 100 or like 110% damage or something. It's just the base, and then you wound it. You get the wound on top of the exposed area, and then you hit it again, and then hopefully it's just like big dick damn on top of it. So hopefully you can like stack it like that, which what I would assume would be possible. But I think for like something like a tongue, it'd be like pretty tough. But okay. Focus strikes. Focus strikes are special attacks that deal extra damage to wounds and weak points. All right. So for Great Sword. Yeah, so for Great Sword, he just like come in contact and then you drag that shit. What is this? Is this heavy bowgun or light bowgun? Okay, you just wind up something and you just blast him in the face. We've seen that in the trailer already. All right. Use focus mode to zero in on a monster's weakness and deal major damage. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, that was that one. And then next one. We got Great Sword gameplay. The Great Sword. A weighty weapon with slower movement and attacks, but each blow packs a powerful punch. Hopefully, I would hope that they would do a little video for all the weapons, and then maybe at the end of the video or end of the series, they would do like one new weapon. Oh my god, that'd be sweet. Yep. Suitable for hit and run tactics or even guarding. The greatsword is highly adaptable. Tackle. Smash. Guard. Alright. Oof. Let me see that move again. What move was this? You just like uppercutted that fool. And then you grapple or no. You hook onto the monster and you just charge forward to follow up. Use focus mode to target a monster's wounds and weak points. Okay. So. Ooh, alright. You go into focus mode. You can see what you hit. And then you just reassess and figure out, okay, I want to hit this. I'm going to try and get off a focus attack. It seems like, at least with Greatsword, whenever you start a focus attack, it just stops whatever attack the monster is doing, which is kind of crazy. So maybe that's like but I'm guessing that the monster is not enraged. So I would guess that if you try to do a focus attack and the monster's enraged, it's not going to stop the current attack. That would just be a guess. I'm just throwing it out there. And then you got the good old guard chomp battle. Maybe this will be like just hold the button and spam it, or maybe if they have like an accessibility thing. Maybe I always hear this from like people that do not feel like spamming a button. Can I just like hold the button and like just do it? Because if you're doing this to like hundreds of monsters, I don't know. Like, I think it'd be cool as like a first playthrough thing, but then like once you reach past like high rank 100 or like master rank 100 or whatever, you're kind of like just tired of doing these little bite guard struggles or whatever. I don't know. Could you guys like spam this shit for like hundreds of hunts and you would bind it or what? Let me hear. Ooh, hit him in the hinds. All right. That's pretty cool. Greatsword looking good. Greatsword is actually looking pretty mobile. I have to say, with the introduction of the little hook slinger and the follow-up that you can get when a monster is like staggered or drooling or whatever you want to call it, that after that like little uppercut thing, you can chase him down with the hook slinger and then just follow it up. I think that's pretty cool. But I would guess that all weapons have that thing. But yeah, so far it's looking pretty good. It's only going to get better, I would imagine. And yeah, that was just the Greatsword. This shit got released like not too long ago, but hopefully I would like to see like a little 1 minute spiel on like all the weapons. That'd be cool. And look at this, like inside 11 hours, 300k, 300k, 200k. Like, bro, when they pop off, if they release a longsword version, that one's gonna be like, oh my god, you know, everyone plays fucking longsword, dude. Everyone. And then you can, from the little views, from all the videos, you can kind of gauge what everybody is like leaning towards. Which I think would be pretty cool. So hopefully they release like some more videos like this. I think this is cool. It's keeping up, they're keeping the hype. They're keeping the hype alive. They're giving you a little bit of crumbs every now and then. So good stuff from Monster Hunter. I want to see more. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Catch you guys on the next one. Later.